Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the fourth episode of my little programming project, the SSH tunnel for chess. In this episode, we continued to work on the SSH thing. I do not have so much time right now because I have an appointment on 2 o'clock, and it's always 1:30. So this will be a little shorter than usual, and I don't think we get everything done in this episode. So where did we leave off? We have our main function, we have a connect authenticate function, and we have this import priv key function that right now gets a very invalid callback function to retrieve the private key for to retrieve the key to lift the encryption of the private key. So of the SSH private key. I recommend you read up on, maybe you watch the first episode to find out what this entire project is about, and maybe you read up a little bit on SSH authentication and what a public and a private key is. And this should be enough to follow this video easily. Okay, let's get it on. Let's make a small prompt key callback. A small function to show the general thing how this works. If I made the interface like naively without putting much thought into it, I would do something like this. And then something like this, and then something like this. And then I could do something like this equals address operator prompt tab is the autocomplete. And now the syntax checker complains because it says, and this is how you have to interpret it, if you're using an English version of the entire development studio, this thing and this thing will be at the same place and this text will change, but I will explain it to you. It says a pointer to a function that returns int and takes new arguments cannot be used to initialize an entity of the type SSH out callback. So apparently the callback function, this function expects, or this function expects a pointer to, does not follow my naive thing I'm trying to do here. So let's do it differently then. And first of all, let's find out how to do it. This is our include directory where our functions are. This is the libssh. I expect if I go here and I go here, and you see my expectation is somewhat justified because here is the definition and a nice comment how this works. I will just copy and paste this comment over. So while I'm doing it, you can see it on the screen, and we can both have like, this is the type def. I don't really need that, but let's make this, let's undo this and at least use this for copy pasting it into our function. So this is the arguments our function will get, and this is what they do. So the first thing is a prompt. So I think I can just print that to the user. The second is a buffer where the password needs to end. Of course, we do not have such thing because we get a string. But I think we can make one. So we can say like buff equals new and this is the length. So I think this should work. No? Yeah, okay. If you want to make a char array, like you can do it like this. Because this is interpreted at a pointer. No, you can do it like this. Because this here means a pointer to a char, but in C and C++ implicitly it also says, yeah, okay, and you point to the first char, and so you can make like null terminated arrays. So many functions will interpret this char will just read the next, the next, the next, the next position after this pointer until they encounter like this, and this terminates the thing. And so this is a way to make strings. But a different way to do it is to use new, and you have to use new to tell the size, a variable size during runtime. I could not. I could also do like this. This would make a char array of a fixed size, but if I try to do this, then it does not work, because len is not constant, and so it has to be allocated here. And I think it also has to be freed at some point, but fuck it, we don't care about memory leaks for now, because we only have half an hour, like 20 minutes left, so we care about that later. And refactoring this whole thing, as I said earlier, will be maybe one entire or two entire videos. Okay, so this says prompt is the prompt to be displayed, buffer is the buffer to save the password, length is the length of the password, then enable and disable the echo of what you type. I don't know how to disable the echo of what you type, so I don't care. I don't disable it. The people will just put it in plain text. Should the password be verified? I don't care if the password should be verified. And the user data to be passed to the callback function useful for GUI applications. We are not doing a GUI application, but I know what I need to return. We need to return 0. Yay! No, not yet. And now we need to get the input lines somehow into the buffer. Yeah, there is a string copy function, and it says it takes some probably stands for destination, and it takes some source, and so destination is clear, it's buff, and source is input line. Let's see. Nope. Ah, yeah. Like this or like this? I remember it like this, but the compiler did not complain the other way, but I trust my memory this time. Probably an error. Okay. Oops. Sometimes I hit the page down button and then this happens. So I don't think we need this anymore. Ah, no, it probably is a good idea to have it like right here. This is in some format for an automatic comment generating system. So if we are not using that, it makes sense to reformat it. But again, this is boring and tedious, and nah, I will not show it in the video. So, okay, now we have a prompt key callback, and then this happens, and then we need the file name. Yeah, I think we should initiate it here because of the whole fixed length stuff. Otherwise, I think the compiler would probably do it for us. If I split it up in 2 statements, he would say, yeah, no, it still is a fixed length thing. But let's not push our luck. So, okay, key dot. I think we need to specify the file name of the private key, and it will be able to find the public key automatically. Hopefully, this is how it works. Okay, we do not really have a passphrase. I wonder if there are other. I wonder why this signature that has this auth function included also has the passphrase included. Maybe I understood something completely wrong. Same for this. Auth data is. Okay. Auth data is cool because auth data gets passed. No. Yeah, okay, I have to look up the definition of this function. Okay, the password to decrypt the private key. Set null if none is needed or if it's unknown. Okay, it is definitely unknown to us here at programming time. So we set it to null and we can get rid of it. So then the next thing, an auth function you may want to use. Yes, I have that now. Private data passed to the auth function. Nope. Yeah, I think this is indeed what is passed here. And I think I can pass null here as well. Can I? Yeah, looks like it. And then the PK, and the PK is where the key ends up, right? I pointed to the store, the allocated SSH key. You need to free the key. Free all the keys. I don't know. Okay. I think I need to free it later. So later in another tutorial or later in the same function. Let's see how we do this. No, let's not free it for now and try to find out what happens. Okay, so we make an SSH session. Okay, now we should have the key inside the key file. The key file inside the key variable. The key file content inside the key variable. So public key, my SSH session, chess engine PK, if it equals error, etc., etc., etc. Okay, time to set up a server, I would say. So let's go to my second favorite server services providing thing. We log in and we log in. Don't spam me with mail, please. Don't ping my servers or kill them with like denial of service or other attacks, please. So droplets, create a droplet. Okay, we need to take some cool server. Oh no, should we make our life easy or hard? Let's make it hard. We go for some cool server. We take the smallest we can find. We want to have it in Germany because I'm currently in Germany. Yeah. Then we add SSH keys. We add my SSH key. And we add another SSH key. And this is the content here of the public key. And I call this chess engine. No, I will not add it right now. No, I can add it. No, I cannot add it because I told you the password. And this will show the IP address, so you will be able to connect. Okay, this was very not wise from me to tell you the password, and first of all, and second of all, I think I forgot the password. So in an earlier video, I generated those keys and I set a password on them and I read it out loud to you, to all of you. And I think this is a very bad idea because I also showed the private key in an editor. So if one of you gets through the tedious work of like typing it, okay, I will do it right now, but I will change it, so don't bother trying it. I will change it before I will upload the video. So yeah. One droplet, and we call this chess engine. Okay, let's go. Okay, what we're going to do now is I don't know if this DigitalOcean automatically creates a user for each key. I think all the keys are added to the root user. So we will log in now, create a user, and then remove the key. So let's prepare that. We have my favorite shell software. So let's delete that real quick. And then we create a new one. Okay. Now we need the IP address. How convenient, a small copy button. Card chunk. Username. I know that root login is disabled by default on FreeBSD boxes, and I think this is also the case for those things. Okay. And we certainly do not have a password, because I think only a key-based login is enabled. But I still do not know the username. Maybe the username is FreeBSD. Yeah, I think the username is FreeBSD. They make it that way. Okay. So we do not want password login, none of those. We want public key. So let's do it like this. And this is a bad name. Chess engine. And let's find out what happens. Yes, we accept and save that. And the password key, okay, this is my RSA password. Ha, this was easy. And this is not so easy, because I don't know. Yeah, but it's not really needed, because now we are the FreeBSD user and the login with the thing worked. And this is basically all I want to try for the test. So this works with my thing. So with my client, and now we try it with our client, the client we created. The user is not Chess Engine, the user is FreeBSD. And the host is not Chess Engine. I planned to edit the hosts file, but we will just use the IP address for now. And yeah, this might actually work. Okay, let's hit it. Nope. Okay, this is unsafe, and apparently we just started the old version of the project. So where are my debugger? Where are my compile errors? Dum 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 dum. It's quite surprising that I have only like 2. Okay, let's do something I wanted to do for some time now. Include chess tunnel header. Then we create a new element, call that chess tunnel header, and then we go inside here and we tell him that there are functions and more functions. and also the main function. Okay, having one header file per source file where you manage your includes and have your function declarations is not a bad idea. Because that, that makes it easier. Okay, that should get rid of the first thing. And the second thing they say is this is not safe and we should use the other thing instead. Yeah, I don't know. They change the standard all the time, so I cannot bother with all this shit. And they say, no, this cannot be done because... okay. Yeah, we are using the deprecated function and I just want to use CRT secure no warnings. Okay, how late it is? Okay, we have 5 more minutes. So CRT secure no warnings. Let's see where I have to set it. Okay, C++, preprocessor. Okay. Stack Overflow is the best page because it is so searchable. It will always come up with a relevant result. To find a thing like the thing I just looked up in the official documentation of Visual Studio would take a lot longer. And so no, not linker, preprocessor. So I think just here. So it's much more easy to find it in Stack Overflow or just with Google. Okay, let's try again. Yep. Error, error, error. Okay, and this is in the H file because I did not tell it the namespace. And I don't really know if this really works. Oops, this is the wrong. I wanted to close this. Okay, let's try again. No, I don't want to. Okay, unreferenced local variable. This is only a warning. I don't really need to bother about it. Not all control paths return something. And we are using the variable pk that has not yet been initialized, which is unfortunate because I thought the initialization would take place inside the function. So let's find out. Okay, this is probably the solution. Okay. Okay, now it cannot be started because the SSH DLL is missing because I added it to a folder, but I did not add it to the folder where the actual executable lands, which is here. So I will do that now, and this is a good thing because now I know it's still dynamically linked. Wow. This is it. So let's do this. Okay, now I'm properly connected. But maybe I'm connected. I don't really know. Oh wow, this is interesting. Zlib is missing. This is probably a dependency of the SSH lib. Okay, now this is a hint that I ended up somewhere inside this, and that SSH is about to establish a tunnel where some compression is taking place. So I think most of the code we using earlier is just working. But now I need to check the dependencies that are needed so that libssh would work correctly, because I definitely did not use zlib anywhere in my project until now. So yeah, let's call it a day because now it's almost 2 a.m. and I still need to get to my appointment. Thanks for watching. Next time, I think we might get to the point where we can send actually input to our prompt loop we have here, and to send this input to the server over SSH. Thanks for watching again. See you next time.